welcome to Ask the Doulas podcast with Gold Coast Doulas. I am Alyssa Beneclos, co-owner and postpartum doula. Today we're talking to Marissa with EcoBuns Baby and Company again. Last time we talked about her baby registry, and you mentioned cloth diapering and that the store actually started out as a cloth diapering store. So I would like to hone in on cloth diapers today because I know there's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of weird ideas. And in a lot of my classes, my newborn class, and with a lot of the postpartum clients that I support, there's the ick factor, there's isn't it so expensive, and I know you have a couple other things that you get asked a lot about it. Let's talk about some of those and dispel some myths.
Yeah, are you ready? Because I could talk about this all day long.
Yes, you have about 15 minutes.
Okay, I think we can condense it down. So the first thing that you asked about is the ick factor of things, right? Like that's the first thing that people are like, oh my goodness, how am I going to cloth diaper? We get that asked a lot by first-time parents.
Okay.
And I'm really sorry to say first-time parents, you're going to be dealing with ick with a new baby. I don't have a magic pill that makes the baby stop pooping. You're going to be...
Whether it's poop, pee, or puke, right?
Yep.
There's always something
There's
happening.
always something, yep. And I always say like, oh, like, did you ever think, like, when you were planning about future children that you'd ever have to sit down and have a conversation about, like, choices of diapering, you know? And so we always tell new parents, because that's one of the biggest things, is parents will say, I don't want poop in my washing machine. And what I say to them is, you're going to have poop in your washing machine, whether it's on the baby's clothes because they've exploded outside of the disposable diaper or inside of a cloth diaper. Now, that being said, we don't put actual, like, baby poop that maybe people think of inside of the washing machine. We do want to get rid of that before it goes into the washing machine. And there's a couple ways. We have liners, we have sprayers. There's not the dunk and swish method that my mom and dad use. There's not a bucket of bleach water that my mom and dad back in the 80s soaked cloth diapers in. Disposable liners are really a popular pick for parents who don't want to deal with an ick factor. You lay it on the diaper before you put the diaper on the baby. When baby poops, you can take that liner off and just dispose of the liner and wash the diaper. So it makes it super convenient for any parent to do.
So I've never seen the disposable liner. Is it obviously biodegradable better than a disposable diaper?
Absolutely, yeah. It almost looks like a dryer sheet. Like it's very, very thin. Like if you hold it up, it's very porous. So all like urine will go through it, but any solid waste is going to stay.
Okay.
Now,
so for a newborn baby, it's not really...
not even an issue.
Yeah. But once they're older and eating solids.
Yeah. So yeah, usually the solid food transition is when people will gravitate towards the liners because I always say that, like everyone wants you to feed your baby, but no one talks about what the diaper changes are like after you start feeding your baby
it's
solids.
Instantaneous too.
Oh my goodness. First bite of food and your life is completely changed. So yeah, that's a big factor. The other thing that a lot of people come in to talk about is the cost factor of it. Is, you know, there is an upfront cost with cloth diapers. And but what we look at is people don't necessarily realize how much disposable diapers cost because they're spreading it out over time. Your average, Pampers are costing you around 28 to 30 cents a diaper change. You're going through 7,000 to 9,000 diaper changes from birth to potty training. So that can cost an average family upwards of, $2,000. If you're using something like Bamboo Nature or Honest Company, you're going to be spending closer to $4,200 from birth to potty training. Cloth diapers, even if you're going with the most expensive, all organic, easiest to use solution, you're still probably looking at $1,800 to $2,000, but you can reuse that on future children. And there are options that make it that you can go from birth to potty training for $150. So it's really where you want to be at. The other cool thing with cloth diapering is it's not an all or nothing thing. You don't have to come into EcoBuns and say, okay, Marissa, I'm doing cloth diapers 100% of the time. We have so many families who come in and say, when grandma's watching the baby, we're going to do disposable diapers. Or we travel a lot. We're going to do disposable diapers when we travel. It's not an all or nothing kind of thing. But the average family does save about $2,000 over the lifetime of their diapers. Kind of what we say with cloth diapers is that if you use the cloth diaper for 3 months, you've broken even on the cost of it.
Wow.
So huge cost savings there. My eye doctor out at Complete Eye Health in Holland, he told me that him and his wife cloth diapered, and every week when they would have bought disposable diapers, they took that funds that they would have spent on disposable diapers and put it into a savings account. At the end of their cloth diapering journey, they had enough money in their savings account to buy a brand new, high efficiency washing machine and dryer. That they had saved that much money. So that's huge.
That's amazing.
Yeah, yep. The other big thing that we talk about too is daycare, because a lot of families will come in and they're like, you can't cloth diaper because daycares.
It's something I've never even thought of, but yeah, I could see where it's a valid concern.
Yeah. But in 2014, Michigan changed their daycare regulations, and if they're a state licensed daycare, they have to allow cloth diapers. They can't turn a child away because the parent is providing cloth diapers. Now, there is a rule. There's actually 2 rules inside of that. One is the daycare can't reuse a portion of the diaper until after it's been cleaned. To kind of break that down, there's a lot of different styles of cloth diapers. Some of them have a reusable cover option. Daycare can't reuse the cover. They have to put on a new cover every time.
Okay.
And then the other rule is that it has to go into a double layer bag, which are wet bags that families use for storage, count as a double layer bag. So they meet the criteria for the Michigan state regulations.
So you just have to send the double layer bag and extra covers, and they just throw them in there. And
throw them in there. Okay. You can wash them at home, and then it's like, then the daycare is changing the diapers. All you have to do is wash them.
Right.
That makes it so easy. Yeah, and so many daycares, especially when you bring in an all-in-one diaper, which is a cloth diaper that looks almost exactly like a disposable diaper. It has the waterproof piece and the absorbent piece all, sewn together. You bring that into them, and they're like, oh, this is what a cloth, there's no pins, there's no rubber pants, and then they're definitely more open to the suggestion of
so
the
there
cloth
are
diapers.
A lot of different options, and you could even, like you said, if you do want to go cloth 100%, have these all-in-ones for daycare for grandpa and grandma, and then have the other ones with all the different inserts and bells and whistles for home.
We always tell families, our families who have the most success with cloth diapers usually have 3 different brands or styles. Okay. Moms usually like ones, dads like a different one, grandparents like another one, or maybe you love the print of this one, so you have to have it. And that's the other thing I tell, our newborn, our parents of newborns is that even if you're not cloth diaper in the newborn stage, pick up some for newborn pictures, because it just makes such a big difference in how the newborn pictures look if they're in a cloth diaper versus a disposable diaper.
That says Pampers on it with a yellow line down the middle.
Right, yeah. You can get like dinosaurs or unicorns or sunflowers. So, yeah.
So tell us one more myth you'd like to dispel about cloth.
Yeah, I would say probably a convenience factor is definitely the biggest thing. I cloth diapered both of my kids. When Olivia, my second child, came out a girl, I was super excited. I was like, get the purple diaper, because we've been, Team Blue for the last 2 years. And I was able to cloth diaper her from birth to potty training, and I never put a disposable diaper on her. And so it's totally possible to do. At the time that Olivia was born, I was a single mom. And so I had 2 kids under the age of 3 in diapers, and it made my life so much easier because I never had a 2 a.m. run to Meijer for more diapers. I was able to cut back on my trash because I didn't have so many disposable diapers going out into the trash. I was able to just have my still every other week pickup, so I saved money that way. I never had to drag toddlers into the store to go grab more diapers. If I ran out of diapers, I just washed them. It was really, really convenient. Kind of what we talk about is, you're going to be changing diapers regardless. And then are you going to have to take the diaper to the garbage, or take the diaper to the hamper where your wet bag where you're storing it until it's time to wash. Yeah. So the amount of time that goes into it isn't a huge difference. And so we do offer a class at the store, and we do virtual classes as well. We've had, some of our customers are deployed overseas, and so we'll do like a Google Hangout for, our customers like that, where we go over all of the different styles, all the different options, and then we cover, a lot of the reasons why people come in to talk about cloth diapers. And I think one of the biggest reasons that always surprises people is that we don't know how long it takes for a disposable diaper to decompose. Our best guess is somewhere between like 250 and 500 years.
Good grief.
So the disposable diapers being used today are still going to be around when our great-great-grandchildren. Right. So a lot of parents will come in and they're like, we had this, wonderful birth experience. We had this, or maybe not even one, but we had all these plans that we wanted for our children. And now we find out how many chemicals are in disposable diapers, how long it takes for these disposable diapers to decompose. And sometimes that's the real reason that people come in to talk about cloth diapers with us. And so that's kind of a neat thing to see so many people interested in leaving things better for future generations.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So do you have two different types of classes? You have a class telling people about cloth diapers and what to buy, and then one, once they do buy the $25 one you talked about last time, where you come in and actually learn.
So everything happens all in one class.
Okay.
So we spend the first little bit of class kind of talking about why people are there. Like, what most excites you about cloth diapers? We talk about things like the fact that cloth diapers overall reduce diaper rash. We talk about the correlation between asthmatic-like symptoms in newborn and disposable diapers. Like, we just give a lot of facts. We talk about water usage in the house versus how much water it takes to manufacture disposable diapers. All of that information is laid out. And then the last half of class is really fun, where we talk about the different styles. And we always end the class with what to do about the poop, because really that's what everyone really wants to know. And that's when we go over all the styles of, a spray pal versus liners versus, the different options that are out there.
Excellent.
So all one class.
So good. Yeah. Like I told you last time, I wish I would have known about that. It would have saved me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the other thing is that when you get your diapers, you get your laundry detergent, you get your setup, you get us then. We don't just get you set up and then send you off the door and say happy parenting. If the cloth diapers aren't working for you, come back in and see us. And that's really where people can get a huge benefit from getting the cloth diapers from EcoBuns and what they can from an online store that they don't have immediate access to. They get our support. We want people to be successful with cloth diapering if that's what they want to do.
So tell me how people get set up for this. What should they do? Should they come see you first? Should they find you online?
Yeah, so you can definitely sign up for the class online. Our summer schedule probably is up right now. Okay. For sure, the next month's schedule is up, but we usually try to do the full summer in a huge row. So that's up. You can sign up for the class right online. Or, absolutely, you can sign up in store if you just want to come and check us out first and see all the options that we have. You can definitely do that in store as well.
Okay, tell us your website.
So our website is www.ecobunsstore.com.
Perfect. Everyone needs to go. I think you should go check out the store in person. You'll probably fall in love with the cloth diapers just by looking at them.
We have a really nice area in the store. Even if you already have a baby, we have areas to feed babies. We have a bathroom and changing table. And if you want to come out for the day, Electric Hero delivers to the store. So if you need to have some food delivered while you're looking, Electric Hero delivers for free. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lovely afternoon.
Oh, it's perfect.
Well, thanks again.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's always fun seeing you.
Everyone check out EcoBuns online, and then you can check us out at goldcoastdoulas.com. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, and iTunes. Thanks for listening.